So here it is how it looks like at the end. I already tried, I just tried it and it looks good. So we're gonna start, and I've already finished all the tails here. Okay, I was actually covering them while I was working on them. If you have a glue that doesn't get too hard, you can actually glue the little ends of the tails so it doesn't come undone. Okay, I'm not doing that here because this is just a tutorial. I'm not really selling it, but as you can see here, sometimes they open, so you might as well just glue it if you have a good glue that doesn't make it hard. Okay, my glue that I have makes the whole work hard and makes sort of uncomfortable to wear, so that's why I'm not using it. But it seems like hot glue works well. I saw in other tutorials people using the hot glue, so you can try that one too. I don't have it here, so that's why I haven't tried yet. Okay, so let's start on the second part of our design, okay, which is here. So I'm gonna start making crochet around this ring here. Okay, so I'm gonna start the bottom part now, and to start I'm gonna start straight on the ring. Put this away for now, and so here the way we started, I started like this. Put the hook through the ring, pull it back, and make the first stitch with both sides of your tail, of your yarn, and then keep going around making single crochets on top of the ring. We're gonna make 7 of them. You always make one more of the number you want, so if you want 6 stitches you make 7, okay? So that's why I'm making 7. So that's the 4th one. Keep the tail underneath while you work. 5, 6, 7. I think I do have 7. 1, 2, 4, 6, one more. So I'm making one more here, and then I'm going to make one chain, turn around, and make one row of single crochets right after. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on this very first one. Okay, so that's how it's like right now. So from here I'm making double crochet rows. So 1, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, okay, and now I'm going to make 2 more, and then 1 chain here in the middle, and then 1 double crochet in the very next here. 1, 2, and 3 here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this 3rd stitch more at the end there because it just looked funny. Okay, so On this first row I have 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 more double crochets. On the second row I made 2 chains to go up here, and then I'm going to make 1 stitch in every stitch I had before. And then here in the middle where I have the chain, I'm going to go underneath it and make 2 double crochets, 1 chain and 2 other double crochets. And then I'm going to repeat that for 16 rows. Okay, so 2 chains, go up, 1 stitch in every stitch you had before, always double crochets, and then in that middle chain we always gonna have 2 double crochets, 1 chain and another 2 double crochets. So repeat this for 16 rows. And then so repeat this same thing for 16 rows. When you have 16 you stop, and then we're gonna keep going with this design. So when you have 16 you should be around here, which is right in the middle where we're gonna have the strings after, but we are going to make this after we finish this design. Okay, and if you want to change the colors, I'm working only with the brown because I think that's very colorful already. But if you want to keep using this sequence of colors, you can as well. Okay, but I'm going to be making only in brown just to make it faster. And then after we finish this front part, we're gonna make the back part of our design. Okay, so make 16 rows of this same row, and then we're gonna be increasing stitches, so this in the middle here, so this way we're gonna get this same shape here. So I made my 16 rows here. Okay, and this should be right on your waist because that's where we're gonna put the ties later, the strings later. So I measured on another swimwear that I made before, and what I did was I put in the middle here, right where the breast is, right in the middle. I know the middle of the breast here because that's where I always start decreasing. But anyway, just to compare the size, the height of both. And so this is what I got. Okay, so here I can start making my smaller rows all the way to here. It doesn't show on the thing, it's out of the video. So what I need is, let me measure again. So I measured on the other one the height from the middle of the breast to the end here. And what I got was around 40 centimeters, or around 16 inches, because this stretches a bit, so 16 inches right there at the end. Okay, so for this one, so you measure from here, right in the middle of the breast, and around there 16 inches, doesn't show. from 15.5 to 16 inches. I'm probably gonna be making 16 just because we're gonna have that part that goes in between the legs and that needs a little, and this is a high-waisted as well, so I'll be probably making 15, 16 and 16 inches of one side, and then we're gonna start the bag from there. Okay, so now, and that's why I left this open here as well. I was thinking just before, because if it's too short, you can also always add a few rows here like we had here. Okay, because then if it's too short at the end, we just add a few rows here, and that's gonna compensate for the entire piece. So you can go ahead, after you made your 16 rows there, you can go ahead and just cut this off. Where's my scissors here? Cut this here. And then we're gonna start working in the middle here. I'm gonna put this away for now. Okay, and what I normally do is I have around 10 to 12 stitches here. So I'm gonna count 2, 4, 6. Let me see. I'm gonna count 7. Okay, so 2, 4 from the middle where your chain is. Count 2, 4, 6, 7 stitches. So I'm gonna have 7 to one side and 7 to the other side. Okay, and start here with your slip knot, pull it, put that tail behind it, and make 2 chains. And so we're gonna start making double crochets, and we're gonna repeat the same we did on that top. We are going to make a few single crochets here just to make this row straight, to start going down. So make there 1, 2. So yeah, I'm counting the first 2 chains as a stitch. Okay, so count 4 there, and then we're gonna make here in this next one, the 5th one, is gonna be a half double to start making this row shorter here in the middle. So 2 half double crochets, and then 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 2 half doubles again, 1, 2, and then 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, then 4 more double crochets here, 3, 4. Okay, so this way, see how it's straight now? Now we can start working the middle part of our bikini. This ring keeps bumping on the table. So yeah, work this row like that, and on the next row we're gonna decrease 1, because I want to have only 12 in the middle, because I'll have to make 1 row around the entire piece, so we don't need many. stitches in between the legs, not for small anyway. And now that I've thought about it, what I was gonna tell you guys is, so if you're making a medium there, okay, add for a medium all that 2 more centimeters, which means 2 more rows. So instead of 16, you make 18 over there, okay, if you're making a medium. And if you're making a large, make 20 stitches here. Okay, and that's gonna be all you need to increase on the front part of your bikini. All the rest you're gonna keep the same, and then on the back again you're gonna increase 2 more for a medium and 2 more for a large. Okay, so 2 centimeters on each side of your bikini. See how this already looks a bit funny here, so I'm gonna have to decrease 2 stitches here. And again, so I'll be making 16 rows of this all the way, and 16 rows from this, and then I'm gonna show you when I finish how many centimeters I have all the way, and then we're gonna start increasing for the back. I'm not making the back like this, okay, I'm just going to make a normal back. I'm going to make a back like this one, okay, so it's just gonna be very plain back. And then I'm going to make, I think, around it, I think I'm gonna be making 1 row of the off-white and 1 row of brown again. Okay, so this next row here we're going to decrease, so make 2 double crochets together there after the 2 chains, and then just double crochet all the way to the other side and decrease 1 there as well. And 1 more here. I actually, for this one, I want to have 10 only. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I'm gonna decrease 2 more on this next row, okay? And then I'm going to make 16 rows total with 11 stitches, let's say, okay? And then I'm gonna show you how long it is, okay, how many inches I have there in between the legs, for you to just do the same as I did. But I'm gonna stop this video here and make your 16 rows there. So I made 15 rows, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, and I thought I had enough. So measurement after I finish this row there is 10 centimeters or 4.5 inches, okay? And now we're going to start increasing stitches for the back. And our back part should go all the way to around because we have all the round part of the butt. We need to make it a little longer, so we should make all the way to here, okay? So we fold this way, okay? We fold this right here, and from now we are going to work all the way to until we reach a bit more than this half part here. Okay, so I'm going to be increasing 4 stitches on the first row, which is now, and then 2 stitches each row after. So in this first row we are going to make 2 chains, and then we're gonna be increasing 1 here, so 1 double crochet here and 2 double crochets in this next stitch as well. So this way we're gonna be increasing 2 in one side and 2 at the end for this first row. If you want more coverage, increase 4 for at least 3 rows, and then start increasing 2 like I'm doing now. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 more here, 2 more here, and 1 at the end there. So I increased 4 stitches here, okay, because we need that triangular shape again, and the only way to do that is increasing. So I'm going to increase 1 each side from now on. But if you want even more coverage than what I'm doing, I'm going to do like this. Okay, it's cheeky coverage, this one. That's what I'm doing for this bikini. But if you want a full coverage, just make 4 stitches, just increase 4 stitches for 3 or 4 rows. Okay, so I'm increasing 2 from now on all the way till I can fold it, and I need to be around here somewhere. Okay, so you fold this like I said before, the end, okay, the end of the work with your last row of 11 stitches or whatever you made, this straight part here, and then you make your back all the way till you reach here. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now, and then I'm gonna show you how long at the end, and how much, you know, what's the height of it in inches and centimeters, so you know. And it works basically the same for a medium and a large, because you already made 2 more rows here on the beginning. Okay, so I'm doing this here now, increasing 2 stitches in every row from now until I fold my work and it reaches this spot here. Okay, so I finished it all here, and my full size is around 40 centimeters. So if you made a medium, you should have 4 centimeters more, because as I said, you add 2 rows in here and 2 more in here, which is 4 centimeters, around 4 centimeters. Okay, each row is a little bit smaller than 1 centimeter, but that's fine. Okay, and probably 48 for a large. Okay, so just be aware, if the person you're selling this, if you're selling this a bit shorter, you have to make some changes on the design. But I'm here just to tell you like normal small, medium and large what it is. All the rest I guess you have to make one time and just figure it out. Anyway, after this, what I wanna do is I wanna put pink around it, and I'm thinking of making the ties, these things here, with 3 different colors, with the cream, the pink and the brown, this thing here. So I'm gonna make a row around it. So I'm gonna start right here on one side of the, on the right side, okay, of your, so our right side is here. So our right side's here. So I'm going to make here a slip knot, and I'm going to start this right here, and then after this I'm going to make another row of, so here where I had the first row here after the ring, I'm going to start a row of pink, and then after this I'm making a row of brown around it again, just so we finish it off nicely. Okay, pull it up a bit, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 single crochets to every row, which means I'm making 1 single crochet in the middle of the row and 1 single crochet in between both rows, and I'm going to repeat that all the way around this piece. So I'm gonna go around all the way here, okay? So do that over there. Now I'll be doing this here, and after we finish this I'm making another row to cover this with the brown again, and then we're gonna make the side strings. So that's what I'm doing now. You can stop the video now and repeat what I'm doing here, and then when we come back I'll be making another row with the brown, and then I'm gonna add the side ties, okay? And I'm going to make tassels on the side ties too. So after I made this row with the pink, I made another row exactly the same thing, okay, with the brown. And so I made already 3 of the side strings, and now I'm going to make this last one just to show you how I did it. So I'm gonna put the hook through around, let me see here, I want this to be really strong, so I'm gonna put the hook through, I'm gonna try to put it right here, like 2 rows under, see, here, just because I want this really strong, because there's a lot of pressure on the side strings. And so I got 3 yarns. I got the brown, the pink and the off-white one, because I'm going to make it like this. So I'm working with triple yarn here, okay? So put the hook through in that spot there, and then pull the yarn, all of the 3. So what I'm gonna do now, because I need this really strong, the way I'm gonna finish these tails here is I'm gonna make the two first chains with all of them, so double, so 6 of them, okay? And now this way this won't open, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna take this out of here, and our next step is to join this ring with the top part. So I made these two and then just leave the tail behind, and then from now on we're gonna be working with only 3, okay? And we're gonna be making 90 chains, okay? So after you made the chains, leave around this much, which is around 30 inches. Let me see here, just to make sure, because I'm making, yeah, it's not 30 inches, it's around 20 inches, okay? 28 inches of tail at the end of your 90 chains, and that's because we are going to make this tassel, okay? I'm gonna link the tassel video on the description below, because this video is getting way too long, okay? So make your 90 chains there, and then leave the tails on the side, and then go on the description below, or I'm gonna put on the cards as well, and a link on the top of this video at the end, so you can go straight to the tassel video, and there you can learn how to make the tassel. So make 90 chains here, and then leave 20 inches at the end for the tassel, and then we're gonna put both parts, make crochet both parts together, joining them with this ring here, okay? So at the end, with this little tail here, what I did was, with a smaller hook, I just put it underneath here, and underneath two threads on this next one, and then inside a few stitches here. Okay, that's how I wave my tails. I just use a smaller hook. Then after a few stitches, you just cut it off. Okay, make sure you pull like this before, so it's not gonna come undone, and then you just cut it like this, okay? So let's go and join these both together. I want to join with 7 stitches here on the top and the brown color. To join them both together, what I'm going to do is a slip knot here. Okay, I made a slip knot there, and then I'm going to count 1, 2 before these 3 together, and 1, 2 after. So in this second one here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this one here, I need to count 7, okay? 2 before and 2 after these 3 stitches together. So I have to count the same number of stitches for both sides. Then I'm going to pull it through here, and then make sure this tail you're working on top of it. if it's too much for you, don't worry about it and finish this tail after, okay? So we have our ring here. We are facing, looking at both wrong parts of your crochet, okay? So here I have all the tails finished, and so I'm gonna finish this on the back of my crochet, okay? So put the ring behind your work and then put the hook through this next stitch underneath the ring and pull it to make one single crochet. Repeat same thing again. Put the hook through the next stitch, pull the yarn, make another single crochet. Okay, next stitch, put the hook through underneath the ring, pull it, and another one. Put the hook through, make another one, the hook through, another one, pull this tail behind here so it's not on the way, and then we have one more stitch to go here. And make sure you have the same amount of bow on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could make one more. And so while you're doing that, make sure it's looking good on the back as well. So we have one more to go here. Just make this last one, finish it off here, and then one chain here to cut the string. That's how it looks like. You can see the stitches here. Okay, and then now I'm gonna cut this thing, cut this baby off, and then I already finished this tail here. I can cut it. And then I'm going to just finish this tail here with a smaller ring. Just put the hook through any of the stitches you had before, and then pull it, and I always make a second knot here. I hope this yarn's not too dark for you guys. Sometimes I just want to use a darker color. Okay, so yeah, just finish this yarn here with a smaller hook, and then you can cut both. So that's it, guys. This tutorial is finished. That's how it looks like now. I think this one piece looks awesome. I'm gonna try to photo shoot this with a model very soon, and I'll post some photos on the shorts, okay? So you guys can see how it looks like on the body. I'll try to do that very soon. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if something was too difficult or too fast. I always like to know, and let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial as well. I think it's really pretty, and I hope people enjoy it. I hope you have a great week, and I see you next week. Thank you for watching.